It's under the it's right. It's damn near the first two.
You know.
Okay, so while we doing
I
that,
know.
how long this gonna take?
This is the part, instead of asking for a Newport, he asks for a NAP, which is a derogatory term used towards the neighborhoods. And then you hear Brick basically saying, cuz. And DW Flame corrects itself and say, oh, my bad, cuz. You feel what I'm saying? And for the viewers that don't know what's going on in America, let me break it.
I don't see nothing wrong with that, bro. Maybe that's me, bro, but my thing is this, bro. My thing is this. People, when people ask me this question, they be like, do you care if white people say if you care, do white people say nigga? I'm like, nah, I don't give a fuck. That don't bother me. My thing is intent disrespect, right? So if you get a white person that's calling me a nigger, like, hey, you nigger, that could be anybody. That could be white, Asian, Mexican, anybody, African, anybody. If you a black nigga, if you calling me anything with the intent to disrespect me, then I'm tripping. I'm tripping. You know what I'm saying? But because I was under the impression that Brick Baby didn't say anything. But if the nigga like, oh, let me get the Brick Baby, like, oh shit, my bad, bro. Nigga, any nigga, bro. The only way that has never happened to you is if you've just never been around the other side at all. That's the only way that has never happened. But if you have done any time in any jail camps, if you got any kind of family from the other side, any kind of anything, you've been through that exact situation, bro.
And not only have you heard it from somebody else before, but you yourself, you've slipped up before and did that shit.
Yeah.
You know, I think, you know, I think more so it was because he did say cuz.
Yeah.
But I think it's a buildup of other shit. Like them niggas was saying, they was like, you know, you let Adam 22 sit up here and sex play you, and you know, you always on hood on the dead homies. I think it's more so about how he usually is, and then how he responds in critical moments. It's kind of like it's kind of like a nigga just all day long. Yeah, because August Blue said this earlier. He said that nigga deserve all the criticism he getting. He said that nigga exact words, and he reminded me of some shit Brick always saying on hood, on dead homies. Niggas know what I do. Like, when you say that type of shit, it's almost like you putting on thick. What we say, take some of that off. You ain't like that. You putting on thick, so we expect a different kind of reaction when we see you in a moment like that. Now, if he wasn't a nigga that do that, like the because the other nigga that be up there with him, the chubby nigga, he from Rolling Hundreds. But he don't get up there and be on the dead homies on. You wouldn't even know he from Rolling Hundreds unless you know. And he never even says it. Brick Baby be saying it like, you know, the homie from Hundreds and all that. He does that shit. So I think it's
what fat nigga you talking about?
See, you didn't even know. The nigga who's sitting on the couch with them, across from them, that's on Brick Show now.
Yeah. Okay, nah, he act like he ain't even from LA.
Yeah, the nigga from the Hundreds, but see, I think the problem is it's like if we was in the streets, man. If the homie got that kind of mouth, and then we get somewhere and some nigga walk in, say we in some place ordering some food, and some nigga walk in, where you niggas from? And he be the first one to say something and be like, where you from? He pulled one of them. Nigga, I expect that nigga that do that on the set, on gangsters. Niggas already know. If we in that type of situation, I expect you to, I don't give a fuck if that nigga got a gun in his hand. I expect you to be the first nigga to be like, nigga, I'm from H-Ray Gangster. You feel me? So I don't think it's more so about, you know, just his response to him. I think it's just a buildup of him, his mouth, and him portraying himself to be big, Mr. Big 6-0. Nigga.
Does it matter? But does it matter that DW Flame is his friend? Like they close like that. You like okay, I get what you saying. If it was a random nigga up there, like say it was a nigga he didn't know, and a nigga said that, and he was just like, cuz, and he let it go. I mean, okay, I get that. But it don't matter that that's his boy. Like that, like that's his boy. That don't mean nothing.
I see it that way. Cause I understand that. But I'm just saying I can also understand why them niggas is mad.
Okay, well, okay. Let's say you them. Let's say you them. What is the proper response? What a response would satisfy them?
You know how many. See, I hate being invested into this internet. You know how many times I done thought about that? Like, because I tell myself I don't believe he should have crashed out, but I'm like he should have did more, but he shouldn't have crashed out. I don't know. I don't want to choose the wrong words. I don't think he should have disrespected him. For one, I think he shouldn't have gave him the cigarette. Let's start there. Let's start there. He should at least said you got me fucked up. And if that's your boy, he's understanding why you just told him you got him fucked up.
They would have laughed that off. They would have laughed that off.
Exactly. And then 5 minutes later, you pull a cigarette out here, cuz you feel me? But the way he did it, nigga, cuz, and then you passed him the cigarette, you passed him the nap.
Okay, but I get that. But man, see, this the fucked up part about it. What you saying is right, but don't you think that would have fucked up the motion of the interview? Because if you look at what's going on, the nigga is talking, somebody else is talking, and so DW trying to whisper to the boy, so he don't interrupt what's going on. If he would have did what you said, don't you think that would have like kind of hindered the interview a little? Because say he would have, because even though I know they would have laughed that shit off, right? They would have laughed that shit off, and it probably took a couple. It probably wouldn't have been nothing dramatic off the interview, like, oh yeah, y'all cool, all right, cool. It would have, kept going. But damn, in the spur of the moment. But a nigga can't just slow down time and make the perfect, you know what I'm saying? Like the boy at work, and it's not just like he at work, he's working. You feel what I'm saying? He's working on camera in front of people. Like, so it's like you got a white cameraman, you got white producers, you got all these motherfuckers behind this camera. What do like
you talking about the same white producers that watched Flacco interrupt a whole fucking show and call Lush outside for a fade? And you talking about
different energy, bro.
Hold on, you talking about the same platform where Almighty Suspect takes off on the nigga, go drill crazy on the nigga. And these niggas couldn't have a couple of seconds of keeping it real and continue the show. That's what you're telling me.
Remember when Trey said this? He said, sometimes, like we was talking about Shannon Sharp, you got to remember you black. You got to remember you black in certain conversations. And certain dynamics, you got to remember you a gang member. Like me, I got to remember all the time. And nigga, I'm an ex-con, my nigga. I can't just my response. Okay, like somebody else can say the exact same thing I say, but coming from me is gonna be way more dramatic because of who it's coming from. You get what I'm saying? Fucking Poetic Flacco and Lush, that's not really no issue. Let them niggas go outside and fight. That ain't nothing. You feel what I'm saying? Almighty Suspect and the little white boy, man, that ain't. Nigga, these is gang members. You feel what I'm saying? Like, these is gang members. So, like, a nigga gotta understand that, okay, look, I know I'm a gang member. I know where I come from. I know the kind of energy I bring. I know the kind of people I bring up here. Let me be on my P's and Q's. Because if let's say I come in here with an attitude, everybody gonna be uptight. If Flacco come up here with an attitude, niggas is gonna make clown him. Like, what the fuck you mad for? You feel what I'm saying? So you know what I mean? I just think that, you know, it's a man, in hindsight, it's easy to say what a nigga should have done in hindsight, but in the actual moment, you know, but nigga, he wouldn't be the first nigga that got to deal with an issue because he didn't perform when the lights was bright. Sometimes it happened like that, bro. The lights is bright and you don't do what you're supposed to do, and you got to deal with that issue outside of it.
If he was on another platform like Vlad, I feel like No Jumper is loose. Like, it'd be so much bullshit. And No Jumper is loose, and I'm not saying